Radioman and Mr. Frank.
Yeah, hi, I'm Frank Craven. You're watching What's Ailing Here in America, and I'm with a classic of the film industry, Radioman. Now, tell us your story, man. I've been working in the business about 30 years. And I used to have long hair.
I've been about around the same time.
He and I used to work a lot together because I was sort of always playing the homeless and the type of guy with guitar and stuff,
right? Right, yeah.
Yeah.
The hippie kind of guy. And what was it? The Drew Barrymore movie. What was it?
Right. Riding Cars with Boys.
Yeah,
we had a couple of weeks on that. In fact, you told me where the rap party was, and I went and I crashed it. I got in.
At Bridgewater's, that's right, downtown. But we're in East Orange, New Jersey. That was a nightmare, right?
That was a long haul. But how about, it's like you're a funny guy because you always sort of show up and you don't worry too much about whether you are booked by a casting director. You're one of the unique New York actors that's become almost a myth. As I understand, Whoopie Goldberg invited you to the Oscars one year?
Yes, she did, yeah. In fact, that bike that you're looking at over there happens to be the bike that she got me many years ago.
Oh,
that's the old Schwinn that the guy got, yeah.
How many Oscars have you been to?
Oh, I've been to I haven't gotten one yet, but about 6. This will be my 6th time going to California to the Oscars, yeah.
You 6th time? What do you got? Every year they invite you now?
Yeah. Well, George Clooney invited me a couple of years. I was invited by...
Where they put you up in a
Whoopie
hotel?
Goldberg, yeah. Well, I choose my hotel. They asked me, George himself says, wait a minute, I got a nice 5-star hotel for you to stay in. Real nice, they'll get you coffee and everything. I go, no. I want to stay in the Vagabond Inn. You say, there's the name of the hotel. I swear to God. It's called the Vagabond Inn.
And you don't put on the tuxedo or anything, right?
Oh, I do. Go in. I'll put on a tuxedo and a tie.
You gotta get up dressed.
Like the big parties to go out there to the venues and so on.
So your style is like you check. You're like
I'm just out there.
I know what's going on, and the word gets around. It's all become like if Radioman's on set, all the walkies are buzzing. It's like, okay, it's good luck. They're gonna have a good shoot. This movie's gonna be a hit.
Yeah, and it
Radioman made the scene.
Yeah, and it does. I've done that in many movies.
Yeah. So the director usually throws you a bone then, right? He gives you a scene or some line or at least a feature background or something?
Gave me some feature background on this job. That's You Don't Know Jack with last week. We were in Radio City and I was right there.
And that's sort of your motto. You're the guy who knows what's going on with the shoots, with the rap party, where's the locations.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
I have my own hotline and everything and inform people what's going on and
what's the number?
Where they're shooting. It's 212-714-8045. That's 212-714-8045. Call now.
Radioman. So, wow, I remember when we were in this, what was that John Goodman movie? We were all set, it was not a movie, it was a TV show. It was the opening trailer where the guy dies, he's pushed over the tracks, and it was all set to go.
That's right.
And I was like one of the guys, a character with a guitar on the subway, and I was with a scene partner. And next thing I know, you're my scene partner because you showed up and they decided to have you. So you and I were like doing that opening trailer.
Was it Now and Then?
It was on the subway, in the shuttle.
Yeah, I think it was called Now and Then or something.
Yeah, Now and Then. Yeah. And it was so funny because you show up suddenly the whole scene's on when they say, okay, I'm going to feature you.
I forgot all about that. In fact, that's where I think I met John Goodman. And incidentally, he's in this movie too. I don't know Jack, John Goodman. He's got a cameo along with Brenda Vaccaro and Susan Sarandon and Al Pacino. Hey, Radioman, how you doing there? Robin Williams. He calls me Robin Williams all the time.
Well, you have a Robin Williams funny sense of humor and sort of look. You guys, didn't Robin do any film about you? What was that movie?
Yes, it was called The Fisher King.
The Fisher King. Now, what's your story tied to that or The Fisher King? What's that about?
That's about basically what I do and what I was on the street, like a homeless kind of bum guy, And that's basically was depicted what my character was Robin's fate of me.
Then they devised this whole story talking to you and figured it out, and they invited you on board with
it? He invited me on board. We got to meet one day. I'm just hanging around, and I go, who's Robin Williams? I'm a radio guy. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. We could be twins, Siamese twins.
Yeah, I worked with Robin in and Danny DeVito in the film the show Death to Smoochie.
Death to Smoochie, I was in that too.
Yeah, it was so funny because he was
Times Square.
Yeah. He was like, when I had a tight shot too. The reaction, he was doused in gasoline. He was going to commit suicide with a match. It was so funny because in between takes we were splitting our sides with laughter because he kept improvising and saying so much funny shit. And then he had to say, "Quiet, this is serious." You know, and it was like this death scene. You know.
Right. And then a little kid comes out and blows his match out.
Right.
And he couldn't perform his act of suicide, which he probably wasn't going to do anyway. But he had to make.
That would have blown up the movie.
Yeah, he had to make it.
But he had to remember a funny line. He said, "Oh, you can't trust Disney. He's taking over Times Square. Look at Mickey Mouse. He only has 3 fingers. He doesn't have a thumb. Can't pick up a check."
It was funny.
I think Al is back, guys. I think he's back.
You saw the car? The town car. That's what he uses.
Get parked over there.
Well, go up there and say hello.
On another note,
He's around the corner if he's there.
we're in elections times, and we have Michael Howard versus the USAN Slate versus Solidarity and Gains, Anne Marie Johnson. And I'm voting for Anne Marie Johnson, Solidarity and Gains, because she wants web stream in the boardroom and accountability. That seems important to me.
Are you talking about
The SAG,
the SAG National Board?
Yeah.
And the local board? Yeah.
it's important.
I got my ballot, so I haven't decided yet.
Well, as I said,
But it
Anne
won't
Marie
be Connie
Johnson.
Stevens this time, no way.
Yeah. You what, Connie?
It won't be Connie Stevens, no.
But Anne Marie knows the contracts, and she's a feisty black woman. She wants web streaming, which is a good idea. That's the new technology. No closed door deals.
I don't know what that's all about. Really. I don't have web, I don't have a computer. I just show up on such as movie as me. It's new technology I'm not too aware of.
Yeah, oh, there's lots of new technology. But you do the old-fashioned word of mouth, just hanging out the backyard fence, gossip what's going on,
Yep.
and just talk to people, and then people tell
And
you.
my hotline, or what they tell me, I tell them, and I find out sometimes just by riding my bike and looking at the schedules, and it just happens.
And what about, like, at SAG, they have the production sheets. You don't go there. You go to the production companies, or you go set to set?
I just go to set to set. I don't even go up to the office or ask for SAG list or any of that. No.
Yeah.
I just find out on my own, like you say, word of mouth. Yep.
But of course you have a home and everything, because they gotta send you, you play the homeless guy.
Yeah, I have a place. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of sending you money. You must be getting residual income by now, huh? It's fun, huh?
It's fun, yeah.
The more you make, and the more you build up a
But
career.
then the SSI gets after you. If you make too much, they say, "Oh, we gave you an overpayment." Then they try to take it away from you.
Oh yeah, the government loves to take the money away from you. That. Anyway.
That's only small amounts. It's different if you're making big money. I'm not making millions. I don't have, have a big account. But I do what I do, and I do it for fun. Like I said, when I worked on this job, I said, no, I don't want any money. Don't give me a voucher, nothing. I just want to be in the scene with Al. And sure enough, they featured me right there at Radio City.
But did they give you a paycheck in the end anyway?
No.
Oh well,
I didn't want it. I refused.
You often you're able to do that, and it gets by. It's okay.
Because if you want to do it, how they can stop you?
Well, no, they stop you. They control the set. Everything on screen is very legal and controlled in the movies. But you're that's the beauty of you. You're an exception to the rule. You can tell the director, no, thank you, do not pay me.
Do not pay me. I know that.
Yes, no, I'm not going to say that line. Excuse me.
I said a line anyway.
Oh,
I just let it go. Not, oh, Mr. Kevorkian, I'm a big fan of yours.
Oh, is that who he's playing, Mr. Kevorkian?
Yeah, he's playing the Jack. That's what you don't know. Jack. It's about Jack Kevorkian.
Oh, I believe in
doctor.
I believe in euthanasia.
Yeah.
Person wants to check out, let him check out.
Yeah. There's a lot of youth in Asia. A lot of young Asian people, Asian girls. A lot of youth in Asia.
Have you thought about your death? Probably every day. You're riding the bike. What the hell's
all
going
the time.
on?
People try to run me over. Yeah. No. Yeah, I guess so. I'm getting that age now. I'm close to 60, so it's a little hard to get around like I used to get, but I still do it.
Why not?
And I ride everywhere.
Well, that's what
ride
makes you healthy.
from
And it's
Brooklyn.
exercise.
I ride to Philly. I ride to D.C. with that bike. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
How do you get there? You take the highway?
Oh, I take different routes, you know, back roads and so on.
For you to get to Philly, it must take you all day long on a bike.
Yes. To Philly, it takes about close to 8 hours.
So if you're going to go to a shoot, you got to
If I
leave
go to
about 3 in the
DC,
morning, right?
Yes, at least.
Uh-huh.
And I get there early in the morning.
Well, there you go, folks. That's commitment.
That's
you know,
me.
everyone has their style. So Radioman has carving out his niche in the film world his way. You know I did it for a number of years, my hair and guitar, but I got tired of that, so I cut my hair and I'm
Everybody's got a gimmick. This is mine.
Yeah, and
And it worked because the Radioman, well, I don't have the radios on the bike right now because it was a little heavy, so I didn't wear it. But it's there.
Good talking.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
man.
you, Frank.
All right.
you.
And
Again,
thank you from the
let me say hello to you.
bottom of my scrotum.
All right, I'm Frank Craven, and yeah, I'm with Vivian, who is our camera operator. Hi, Vivian. You're another player on the scene. I've seen you in a number of shows. How long have you been in the
Vivian.
business?
You know what I call Vivian? Kim Basinger. Doesn't she remind you of Kim?
Yeah? Kim, I understand. How long have you been working in film business?
In film for about 10 years.
10 years, right? Terrific. Well, congratulations.
Isn't she beautiful?
She is. She's
Lady Godiva.
Lady Godiva. You want to play Lady Godiva with your clothes off? Ride the horse.
On a horse, yeah. Because she got the long blonde hair.